Hello lovely beaders! If you like this bracelet, well, it must be beautiful. And if you like it, maybe you want to know how to make one for yourself. I am here to help you just with this. That's why you really must drop everything else and watch this tutorial. Nice, huh? For our bracelet today, we are going to use a donut, I think it's called, like this, a mother of pearl circle. Then we need a matching size of a pearl, or in this case is a crackled glass bead. We also need 11 O's, 2 split rings, 2 jump rings, and a lobster clasp. This will be our clasp, and the thread, 1 beading needle. For our, let me see if I can, as you can see, I have used in between the bead and the circle some small seed beads. Here I have used 15 O's because those were the only ones that were matching the size. So you would need also 2 15 O seed beads. Maybe, depends on the size. So let's start by building up our focal point. And here we have our mother of pearl circle. We pick up 15 O. Now we pick up the pearl. For the size of the circle I have here, this is a 10mm pearl, and let's pick up the second. And now we push a little using the elasticity of the needle here, and we try to thread it through the other, just careful, like this. And now our central focal point is threaded, and now we stabilize it. So we have the tail, and I'm going to use red silver lined seed beads for this project. And we stabilize it by picking up 1 seed bead on one side, go through the sequences we have already threaded. Here we need patience and to make sure that we have picked up everything. So this is one part which is stabilized, and then we do the same for the other part. We pick up 1 seed bead and go back through the same focal point, picking up all the beads. And here we are with the focal point ready and stabilized. Now we create 1/2 of the strap, and to find out how long this should be, we have the length let's say 6.5 inches around the wrist. We take off 1 inch for the bracelet, for the clasp, which makes it 5.5. We take off the measurement from the focal point. In this case is approximate 1 inch. So this takes us to 4.5 inches divided by 2, 475. Divided by 2, 275. So this is the length, the approximate length that we are going to bead now. We are going to use this bead that has been used to stabilize the focal point as the starter bead for a sequence of right angle weaves. And for this we pick up 3 seed beads. And create a right angle weave, making sure that we create a circle. So we come with the thread from the opposite direction to the thread that is already there. And here we have the first unit, and now we move the thread to the opposite seed bead like this. And we continue creating a strip of this for, as we were saying, 2.7, 2.8, in other words, nearly 3 inches. So we pick up 3 seed beads, move the thread, pick up 3 seed beads, close the circle, move the thread to the opposite one, make sure that the thread tension is good and is not slack, pick up 3 seed beads, move the thread, and we continue like this. And we come back when we have the length. And here I have about 3 inches of the strip. And here we attach the clasp. We create the clasp, the beginning of the clasp. And for this we pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 seed beads, one of the split rings, and this is our half clasp attached. And here we are. In the next step of our bracelet, we are here at the top seed bead of the last unit, and we move the thread to the side. Seed bead. And from here we start adding one seed bead in between the seed beads that stick out from the right angle weaves that we've just made. So like this. Pick up one, go in between. Pick up one, go in between. And we continue until we get to the focal point. Here we are at the end of this step. We are adding the last seed bead. And now we turn and go on the other side by using the bead. Okay. Here you make sure that the thread is not too tight. Okay. And we move the thread to the side seed bead. And we continue adding seed beads in between the seed beads of the right angle weave units. Pick one, go through the next seed bead. And we continue like this until we get to the end near the clasp. Here we are at the last stitch before the end of this side, and we check again the tension of the thread to make sure that it's not changing the straight shape of our strap. And here we move the thread through the top bead of the last right angle weave, and now we move the thread through the side bead again. We move the thread down. After we have moved the thread down the side seed bead, we move it down through the next seed bead that sticks out like this. And now we can start a peyote strip, so stitch. So we pick one and go through the seed bead that sticks out. Let me see if so. Pick up one, skip this one, go through the one that sticks out. Pick up the seed bead, go through the next one that sticks out. Pick up one, go through the next one that sticks out. And we do like this until we get to the end near the focal point. Here we are near the end of this side. So we pick up the last seed bead, we go up through the one that sticks out to the one that was on the side of the right angle weave and through the top seed bead. And now we turn on the other side, go down the next two seed beads, the one on the side and the one that sticks out, and we create the peyote stitch along this side as well. So pick up one seed bead, go through the next one that sticks out, pick up one seed bead, go through the next one that sticks out, and you continue like this until we get to the other near the clasp. Now here we are at the end of this side as well. And we go through the one that sticks out and through the seed bead that was on the side of the right angle weave, and here we have finished this side. Now, depending on your project, you can decide to make another row around so you have a wider strap, and you can do it depending on how you want. For this project, I think this width is balancing, so I move the thread through the top of the seed bead and then just weave it in through the work. And as usually around the peyote stitch, if I just go around the stitch itself, is creating a knot. You don't need to make a separate one. Okay. And this is half of our project finished. Now we work the other side in exactly the same way. So for the second part, we are threading the tail that we have left when we have made the focal point. We go through the bead that we used to stabilize the focal point, and we create the right angle weave strip. So we pick up 3 seed beads and we create a circle, move the thread to the opposite bead, and we continue in this manner until we have a strip equal with the other one. Here, when we have the length of a right angle weave strip equal to the one on the other side, we create the clasp. 1, 2, 3 and 4. We pick up 4 seed beads and our split ring or closed ring, and go through this and reinforce it with by going around a few times. And now it's ready, and we move the thread through the last seed bead from the right angle weave unit and then through the one on the side. And now we start adding the seed beads in between the beads from the right angle weave units, the same way we've done on the other side. Pick up one, go through the next one. Pick up one, go through the next one. And we do this way until we get to the focal point. Here we have the last few stitches. And here we just move the thread through the seed bead from the focal point, move it through the side seed bead from the right angle weave unit, and we continue adding seed beads in between the sticking out beads from the right angle weave on this side as well. Here we have the last seed bead from this row. We move it through the seed bead from the top of the right angle weave, through the one on the side, and the next one that sticks out. And now we start our peyote. So we pick up one seed bead, we skip the one that follows and go through the one that sticks out. And we repeat this around like in the previous half of the bracelet. The last stitch we add the seed bead, then we go up through the sticking out bead, through the bead from the right angle weave, then through the bead from the focal point. We move the thread down the next two beads, and oopsie, and we start the peyote stitch on the second side of our strip. And here we have the last stitch. We go around the last seed bead, and now we just weave in the thread through the work. And here we have our bracelet. Looks like this. We just need to attach the clasp, pop our pliers, open the jump ring, and then close it back. And here we open the jump ring, go through the split ring and through the clasp as well, a lobster clasp in this case. Today, because our red is quite dark, I have decided to use a gunmetal combination of jump. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Here we have some options, also different colors if you want. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and see you with our next tutorial. Ciao ciao!